Welcome to the Power of Great podcast with your host, Matt Crane, where every week we come into your homes, we come into your radios, your mobile devices, but more importantly, we bring you the recognition that your current situation is not your defining moment. And I got to tell you, this week we got my man, Verizon wireless superstar, Casey Buckingham on the Power of Great. And I will tell you guys, Casey is a true success story, a gentleman that has leveraged online. He's really started to learn the process of finding coaches, mentors, trainers, people that are helping him expand. And he went from being just a guy behind the counter to now he's the guy that they go to for everything Verizon wireless. Casey Buckingham, welcome to the Power of Great, my man.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Pleasure to be here.
Good to have you here, my man. So, Casey, it's great to have you on the show because, when you and I first hooked up over a couple months ago, it was online. You came to one of my periscope streams, and from there, it's like the light bulb just went off in your mind. So talk to me about, 2 months ago, what led you to Periscope and what has really helped your transition to this point?
Yeah, man. I was looking to expand my learning. I've been in sales for a little bit now, and I just wanted more. I've done Grant Cardone, Cardone U, awesome program. Learned a lot there, but I was like, you know what? And one thing Grant always taught was, man, enough is never enough. So, I jumped on Periscope, trying to expand myself. I want to start shooting Periscope videos. And, man, somehow, I stumbled upon you because, of course, you was training on Periscope. I was like, man, let me check this dude out. He's training. And started listening to you. I was like, you know what? I said, this dude's a real deal. This is some real stuff right here. I was like, I gotta get this dude's attention. And so, I reached out to you on Periscope, started commenting. And then I found you on Twitter. I found you on Facebook. I was like, man, I said, I want this guy to teach me stuff because, I could tell that, what you were talking about, you did 100%, the real deal. So I was like, man, I said, I got to get with this guy. So like you said, we've been doing this for a few months now. And, man, dude, turn my sales game up to 100%. Not 100%. 200%. Man, I'm excited. You've taught me a lot. I've learned a lot. And, man, I'm ready to take, ready to jump up 300%.
Yeah, I think too, for our audience out there on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher, what's really important here is that, you hear a lot of times you get all these big name people that get on podcasts because it helps draw an audience. But what I really love what Casey said is that he realized that he needed to do something different. And what he chose is to step outside the box. He really started to think outside the box on how can I expand and grow my knowledge base? How can I really grow my opportunities? And, Casey, so I want to say thank you, my man, because you're a star pupil. You're a very coachable guy. I love the fact that when you first came to me and we started working together, there wasn't any questions. You were like, what do you want me to do? If I dig a ditch for you, Matt, will I do better sales? Okay, cool, I'm in. And I think that the reason why your level of success has really elevated a lot faster than most people would think, it's because you went all in on Casey Buckingham. So talk to our audience and to those listeners out there who may be kind of sitting on the fence on just how important it is to just go all in on yourself first.
Yeah, you got to. That is, nobody's going to sell yourself but you. Because if you're not sold on you as your product, then, you're not going to sell other people on it. So by taking, advantage of your periscopes and some other training, you have to be able to just dig in, do whatever it takes that's going to make you great. Because when, you start doing that, you start learning, constantly learning, you're going to expand your mind. You're going to open your mind, and you got to keep that open mind. Say, hey, look, I don't know everything because nobody knows everything. But having that open mind and digging in on yourself, man, that's when you're going to really see that success is when you start digging into yourself. Kind of dig in, realize, hey, look, maybe prospecting isn't my expertise. Maybe the pitch isn't my expertise. Maybe social media isn't my expertise. I got to turn that game up because nobody is responsible for your success except you. So that's where it has to start at with you. If you don't dig in, man, if you don't, take that hand, just dig deep inside and say, hey, look, I got some faults. Man, I got to, turn my game up. So that's where that's the most important thing is realizing, hey, look, I don't care if I'm making $50,000 a year or $1 million a year. You're not going to be, you're not going to know everything, man. And like I said, digging deep inside and realizing, hey, look, I need some help. Dude, I mean, that's your big thing right there. It's the key factor, just digging in and saying, hey, I got to reach out to somebody because I need a little bit of help.
And I think what you said there was really important is that no one is really more responsible for your success than you, right? And, even though you knew that a coach and a mentor was something that was going to help change the way that you did business and was going to help you grow and create better success, more importantly, that's one step. The second step was what you chose to do for Casey, and that is you went all in for Casey, and you said, you know what? I'm responsible for me, whether I sell everything or whether I don't sell anything. But because I am responsible for me, I also recognize I need the help. Wouldn't you say that's the truth?
Dude, that's the real deal right there. I mean, that's 100% nail on the hammer truth. And, like you said, you got to take responsibility. You got to be accountable for your actions. Because like I said, reaching deep inside, man, you're responsible for yourself. Nobody's responsible for you. I don't care if you have 100 mentors, nobody's going to get you there but you.
So, the other thing, too, for everyone out there on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher Radio is that, when Casey first came to the Periscope, it was really his first interaction on Livestream, and I immediately caught him on the carpet. And I said, all right, we're going to do your very first live stream the following week. And I remember that he didn't ask any questions. He didn't cave. He said, all in, done. And, so talk to our audience, especially because, once again, you're a Verizon wireless superstar. You're a guy that DMs, regional managers, coworkers, everybody really looks at for how you're really moving the needle in your business, and yet you still hadn't understood the power of live streaming yet. And so talk to our audience about what you really felt going into that live stream and what it did for you after that very first live stream.
Yeah, I mean, when you told me, hey, you're gonna be the first guy gonna kick this live stream off, I'm like, oh yeah. Then I started thinking about it, I'm like, oh dude, I'm sweating bullets now, man. I said, but what am I going to do? Like, I've never live streamed. The most interaction I've really had, with pitching in front of customers, maybe talking to you a little bit. But live stream, dude, that was like way out of my realm. It's like asking me to speak some Chinese. Because, dude, I don't know how to speak no Chinese. And so, yeah, dude, I was sweating bullets. But I said, you know what? I gotta bite the bullet, though. I got to bite the bullet. I got to do it. If I'm going to push myself, you got to take yourself out of that comfort zone. You got to take yourself to the next level just by doing something you've never done before. Because if it's uncomfortable, if you start, thinking about it too much, it's probably the right thing to do, honestly. I know it sounds a little weird, but if it takes you out of that comfort zone a little bit, if it makes you, nervous, it's probably the biggest move that you're going to make.
And guys, so Casey's been a little bit modest with his answer, okay? And here's what I want to tell you. After his very first live stream, he now went from being a Verizon wireless superstar out of Dyersburg, Tennessee, to being contacted by people in New Zealand, Las Vegas, Arizona, Washington, all these different states across the country, because they wanted to, first of all, congratulate him. But then out of nowhere, he started taking it to social media and posting about his company and posting about his services, and really started to put more of an effort into his own brand. And so, Casey, talk to us about that transition as well, as kind of stepping outside of the booth, pardon the pun, there at a Verizon wireless location in Dyersburg, Tennessee, and becoming more of an international ambassador for the company and for the mobile phone sales industry as a whole.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I had no idea what kind of response I was going to get from a live Periscope. Dude, I planned it out, wrote it all out, and it went exactly no way that I planned it out. But, that's how things go. That Periscope, man, really, really did a lot. And like I said, I was nervous about it. It was a big move, took me out of my comfort zone. But it was one of the biggest moves I've made. And it really paid off by taking that big move. Because if I never did that, man, I would have never been known as, the Verizon guy from Dyersburg across the country, across the world. Doing stuff like that is awesome, because dude, it really excites me knowing that, a guy from a town with, 15,000 folks can get known that big. And it caught the attention of a lot of people that I had no idea that would impact. And so I said, man, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe the social media game, maybe live streaming, dude, that's the place to be. And so I've done more, done quite a few videos. Even shot a video with a buddy of mine, just for the heck of it, that's not even in mobile sales. And it got a lot. I'm like, man, live streaming and social media is going to be your go-to. That's where your customers are going to be at. And you have to figure this game out because it's a chess match, what it is. Taking your social media game to the next level is going to be something that, I think in a few years, either going to make or break the guy. Used to just be, how many people how good your product was or how many people you talk to. But social media game is where you're going to be able to connect with, your current customers, your future customers, people that don't even maybe know your product. They're going to see you. And like I said, if you don't have your social media game on point, man, you're going to miss out a lot of sales. You're going to miss out, man.
Well, I think, too, Casey, to your point, we've had numerous conversations about this as well. But one thing that I have seen as well, so for everyone out there on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, for everyone that's going to watch this video on 6 different continents, we got my man Casey Buckingham, Verizon Wireless Solution Specialist. He's a superstar for the company, working at a Dyersburg, Tennessee location. And, Casey, so something else that you really understood about social media, I think, was you also now became multi-channeled. You were able to start doing business with people across different parts of the country because you were able to leverage online and be able to systematically help solve their problems without them directly coming into the store. Wouldn't you say that was another strong point of the live stream and the social media that you were able to produce early on?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Without social media, I never would have been able to contact with people. Never would have been able to get that reach that I need to expand myself. I'm a small town country guy, and having that reach to be able to hit somebody in Vegas or New Zealand or Canada, man, that's impressive. And I didn't do anything really that any other ordinary person can do. I just dug in and did some stuff that made me a little uncomfortable. But with a mentor that that understands where you want to go and that has the plan of attack that that you need to do that stuff, man, anything is possible. Man, I plan on, besides just going worldwide, man, I want to go nationwide. I want to, can you hear me now, guy that went to Sprint? I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. You go see the country boy from Verizon in Dyersburg. Can you see me now?
I love that. Can you see me now? So Casey Buckingham is calling it right here on the Power of Great podcast that he's no longer the Can You Hear Me Now company. He's going to be the Can You See Me Now representative and ambassador. And, Casey, so with mobile sales as an industry, it's not just Verizon that you promote. You know, it's your company, but there's so many different services that you provide inside of Verizon, whether it be phone providers or plans or accessories or opportunities. But one thing that I have seen is that you do is you really look to solve bigger problems. That's why you call yourself a solution specialist. And you made a comment here recently that you said your business, your cell phone's just not your cell phone anymore. It's your business. So kind of talk to our audience about what you really mean by that, and what you're seeing as you service so many different customers now that are really using their cell phone for every aspect of their life.
Yeah, I mean, your cell phone nowadays is, man, that's not just a flip phone that you got to hit 500 numbers just to text, the letter hey. Now, I mean, you're connected all the time, anywhere you go. All social media is on the phone now. You see more people shooting a live stream from the phone. Man, this thing is a tool. This thing is a beast to business. If anybody wants to grow, man, I mean, you got to get out of that stone age of the flip phone. And I know, it takes some learning, but man, if you don't have your phone game on point now, dude, you're going to lose out, because your phone now is more than just a phone. Your cell phone bill is more than just a bill. It's an investment in you and your business. Because, if your employees have tablets, if you have a tablet, if you have a phone that's connected all the time, it doesn't matter where you're at, you can conduct business. And that is a strong point nowadays that we have, is we're able to conduct business anywhere. Because I can take if I was selling insurance, man, I can go to, 2 states from now and have all my office stuff right there on either my mobile device or my tablet. So it really expands how you do business, and really improves how you do business and makes it more efficient, which everybody knows when you're more efficient and you do more business, you make more money.
Casey, you couldn't have said that any better. It's about the efficiency. And the other thing that I see with mobile phones in general for business is that I no longer have a home phone because I'm never at home. So not only does my cell phone now become kind of my lifeline for those people that I know, but it's also that number that I contact with, that I give out for businesses, because, I can forward it to different lines for business and still keep that personal line. But are there any solutions that are sitting out there that you work with businesses or offer that can solve a small business owner or an entrepreneur as a whole that look for their mobile phone and still want to expand opportunities for business through that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Verizon, Verizon as a whole, man, we're not just a cell phone company. We don't just sell cell phones anymore. I mean, we provide solutions for businesses worldwide, nationwide. We partnered with a company, Elevon, to give businesses the ultimate point of sale, providing them with a custom solution that's going to make them more efficient. Efficiency is always a big thing in business. When you're more efficient, you're more profitable. We just bought recently Fleetmatics, a company that we're actually into doing fleet maintenance. We've been around that for a while. We're just, Verizon's on top of the game. We bought Yahoo, which will be, doing some more stuff with that. Verizon's always looking for ways to take somebody's business to the next level. We don't want to see you not be successful. We want to see businesses succeed. We want you to use your money and time wisely, because time is money now. And so when you can use your device, when you can have those, track vehicles, when you can, see your employees' schedules, that's going to make it more efficient for you and let you be able to do more stuff to expand yourself.
Wow. And I think that's so important, is that you're not just a mobile device. You're not just a mobile device person. What you really do is you offer a business solution. You're a total business. You're a total business development concept. So, Casey, as we begin to wrap up our show today, what would you say has been one of the biggest lessons you've learned over the past 90 days that you would want to offer our audience in terms of advice or guidance, no matter what business they're in? You happen to be in mobile phone sales device and a solution specialist, but what kind of advice would you give our listeners out there that are maybe in a 9-to-5 or in a company, or maybe they're looking at an entrepreneurial journey? You know, give them some advice on how you were able to become the go-to inside your business while expanding your personal brand as well.
Yeah, the big thing that, I already learned is, man, you got to turn the heat up. You got to take massive amounts of action. And I know, I work some crazy hours. I work 50, 60 hours a week at a brick and mortar store. And man, I probably work almost double that, expanding myself and, just really you got to take your game to the next level. You have to take your game to the next level, because if you don't take yourself to that next level, then you're going to be stuck at where you're at. Whether you're selling a brick and mortar store, where you're looking at entrepreneurship, everything is going to depend on you. When you have entrepreneurship, you are you. You are your business. So another thing that I've learned, I get turned up a little bit. I almost get a little too excited. But look, take that social media game, turn it up 500,000 degrees, man. That's where you're going to make your most connections as that social media game. Just get on there, make some stuff, create some stuff. Look, you'll figure it out, but you got to do it first. You got to do it. I don't care, I don't have time to do this. Man, sit in the bathroom and make a post. Sit at the red light, make a post. Think of something to put out, make a video, connect with those customers, because that's where you're going to make your dreams come true, your reality, where you want to be at is just getting out there and connecting with folks, because you never know who you're going to touch. You never know who you're going to interact with just by a simple post.
So everyone out there on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher, for everyone that's going to see this video across 6 different continents, I want to tell you what my man Casey Buckingham just said was, you have to do it and then you'll learn it. Too many people are trying to learn it. What he learned was just to do it, and he gained so much valuable knowledge from that process, and I think that's very important. So, Casey, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show, my man. I'm really proud of your progress, and I'm proud of all the great things you're doing, not only with your company and your services, but what you really do for your community at a large, because you really are about the impact and how you're helping businesses and individuals grow their bottom lines. And I think that's very important, especially for someone in the mobile sales industry such as yourself. And, where can our audience find out more about Casey Buckingham, what he's doing, what he's up to, and how can they reach out to you?
Oh, man, I want you to reach out to me everywhere. Questions, whatever, Casey Buckingham on Facebook, Casey Buck, VZW, which, man, I'm about to brand that. I need to brand that thing. Casey Buck, VZW on Twitter, Snapchat. See, what else am I on? Instagram. You name it, I'm probably there. Just put my name in, Casey Buckingham. Find me, connect with me. Like I said, man, don't ever be afraid to ask me any questions. Any unasked question is a dumb question. So if you don't ask it, man, you never going to know the answer.
Fantastic. So there you have it, everyone. My man Casey Buckingham delivered the goods on the power of great. Look, every week, myself, Matt Crane, founder and creator of the Power of Great and host of the podcast, we come into your life, we come into your radios, your businesses, we come everywhere you are to help you recognize that your current situation is not your defining moment. Want to give a major shout out to our main sponsor and the brains behind the Power of Great, and really those that help us promote and excel. Rush Impact Marketing. My man Jeremy Warner runs a phenomenal digital marketing company, and without them and without his vision and help, we would simply be stuck in neutral while we're out here trying to get it done. So I want to thank those guys. And look, success isn't measured by what you step out of, rather by what you're committed to step into. We'll see you guys next time on The Power of Great.